meters for Connor, 46 meters. And that was Nathan Wren.
We need to hit distances again for bib 20 and bib 21. 5-0.
All right, the distance for Nathan, 50 meters. 50 meters for Nathan. And that will bring us to our next skier, number 22 from the Eastern Division, Duncan Van Dorn. All right, Duncan's on the bar, ready to go, waiting for the flag from his coach. We've moved to coach's flag, letting these athletes go. All right, any of the skiers that have taken their first jump, please ensure that you are getting up there so we can get to our next skier. All right, getting down the hill was Duncan Van Dorn. And the distance, 56 meters for Duncan. Our next skier coming from Alaska, welcome him from number 23, Dylan Amy. Dylan is coached by Zach Hamill. Waiting for his flag, and he gives it to him. He's on the way. And the distance, 47 meters for Dylan Amy. All right, we have our next skier sliding out on the bar from the Eastern Division, number 24, Henry Lohr. Henry's also competing on the NICEF team up in Lake Placid, New York. He is on the way. Watch him, folks. And the distance, 43 meters for Henry Lohr. All right, coming from the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, number 25, Ethan Maines. On the bar, ready to go, just waiting for his flag, for the flag from one of his coaches. He's on the way. And the distance, 47 meters for Ethan. All right, our next skier sliding out on the bar from the Central Division in the Nordic Ski Club, number 26, Anders Gies. Here he comes. Oh, and a good start for Anders. Great jump. And you might have noticed that he put one foot in front of the other. That's called a telemark landing in ski jumping. That is actually given more points by the judges, and that is the importance of doing that. So please cheer him on for doing that, and make sure that everybody that puts those telemark landings in is really rewarded for it. And the distance 55 meters. 55 meters for Anders.
55.5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Correction, 55.5 meters. 55.5. So actually we have the, normally when we do official training, it's usually done via division. But because we're going to move directly into the competition, they decided to have it in competition order. So our next skier on the bar, ready to go from the Eastern Division, number 27, Mitchell Penning. He's on the way. Oh, and a good start off the takeoff for Mitchell. Got way down the hill.
So, Art, did we determine when 13's going to go?
Yeah, I haven't tell the starter. When he gets in and he's ready, we'll just squeeze him in, and the starter can announce that he's in the car.
Repeat that distance, please.
Okay.
Repeat that distance, please.
5.9.
And the distance, 59 meters for Mitchell Penning. And we have our next skier on the bar, or coming right now. This is Central's Gavin Majolsness. I'll get it right eventually here. I'll say it a few times this week. That was Gavin Majolsness. And the distance for Gavin, 52 meters. Our next skier, number 29, on the way from Rocky Mountain Division, Austin Johnson. Oh, and he's got a good flight going. Oh, look at that, a little telemark landing there. Carl Denny and Garrett Fisk are teaching him right, how to put one foot in front of the other out there.
Hey, Art, can you check with the coaches on what they want to do for U20s?
Stand by.
What's what?
30, Elias Oswald, 30 on the bar.
All right, we move to our next skier. We need a distance. Distance on Austin Johnson, please. All right, our next skier on the way coming down, number 30, Elias Oswald from Alaska, and a great jump.
13, Ben Smith, 13 on the bar, 13 on the border.
All right, we had one of our skiers who had some binding issues earlier is going to be our next starter, but the distance for Elias Oswald was 59 meters. What was the distance on bib 29, Austin Johnson?
Yeah, you looking for a distance?
Bib 29, bib 29. Again, please.
5.9.
And I just wanted to reiterate, Austin Johnson, number 29, was 59 meters. 59 meters, that seems to be a popular place.
10 for U20.
That's correct. I checked with the coaches, stuck with 14 for U20 girls and 10 for the U20 boys.
What's going on here? What are we waiting for?
You copy, Paul?
I copy, thank you. Starter, what's going on with 13?
His landing is 60, he's sliding out.
next skier sliding out of the bar out of order. He was having some binding troubles earlier. Number 13, Benton Smith, on the bar, ready to go, waiting for his coach's flag. He's on the way. All right. And the distance, 41 meters for Benton.
31 dispatch, this is 32, Ronan Woods, 32.
All right, we're going to move to our next skier, number 32 from Alaska, Ronan Woods. And he's on the way. Oh, and it looks like a great flight position. Really got out over those skis. Give us a wave if you're all right, Ronan. All right, you got that arm up a little bit. I think he just needs to shake it off. He's doing all right. He's up. Let's give him a hand, folks. By far one of our longest jumps tonight. And the distance, 66 meters for Ronan Woods. I don't know if you saw him, but there was little separation between his skis and his body coming down that hill. A great looking flight position. All right, we have number 34 sliding out onto the bar from the Rocky Mountain Division, Sawyer Graves. He's on the way. Oh, and a great looking flight coming down that hill. Nice jump. And the distance for Sawyer, 65 meters. 65 meters, a great jump. Nice, stylish jump. Our next skier on the bar, ready to go, number 35 from the Eastern Division, Jack Kroll. Here he comes. Oh, and Jack looked like he had a great takeoff coming off. Just didn't keep pushing it, but getting down that hill. Good job. And the distance, 59 meters for Jack. All right, the next skier sliding out into the bar from the Central Division, number 36, Isaac Nichols. Here's Isaac. Watch him. Oh, and a good looking jump for Isaac, getting right down that hill. All right. And the distance, 65 meters for Isaac Nichols. Keep in mind, folks, this is the first jump on this hill that most of these kids have had. So being the fact that we're getting down to 65 and 66 meters on a first round here in beautiful Salisbury, Connecticut, there's more to come and there's lots in store. So it's great news, and that means the hill's in great shape. From the Eastern Division, our next skier, number 37, Angelo Goodwin. Here's Ange. All right. And the distance, 50 meters for Angelo. getting out in the bar, number 38 from the Rocky Mountain Division, Arthur Tyrone. Arthur Tyrone, here he is. Oh, and a nice solid jump from Arthur. All right, our next skier is on the bar, ready to go, eager to get his first jumps on this hill from the Central Division, number 39, Nathan Kratz. Here he comes. I'm sorry, everybody. This is bib number 31. Bib number 31. That was Tyler Phillips from the Intermountain Division, Park City, Utah. Tyler Phillips. Sorry about that, Tyler. What was the last distance, please? All right, this is bib number 33, Ripke from Park City. And there he is. And the distance, 58.5 meters for Root. All right, that will bring us to number 39 from the Central Division, Nathan Kratz. Nathan has an extremely wide V when he skis. He's quite the flyer when he gets on a good one. On the way. And a strong first jump from Nathan Kratz. And the distance, 64 meters. And that will bring us to our final competitor in the U16 male class. From the Eastern Division, number 40, Shyler Clapp. Here he is. Getting down the hill, good solid ride. And the distance, 60 meters for Shyler Clapp. All right, they're gonna have a quick break here and move the gates around for the next class, the U20 female class. And they will be going to gate 14. Gate 14. All right, we had some skiers that were out of order that were skiing that round for the U16 boys that had some equipment issues, but we just wanted to make sure that they had an opportunity to get their first jumps on this hill. That's most important. That is definitely getting some time to be able to work this through.
Hi, just let you know, number 40 is Skylar. You said Shyler, just a...
Oh, yeah, thanks.
No problem.
All right, our first skier, number 41, Macy Olden, on the way from the Intermountain Division. And the distance, 60 meters for Macy. believe we have our next skier sliding out of the bar, our final skier in the U20 women's class. From the Central Division, out of the Minneapolis Ski Club. Oh, all right, never mind. We have our next skier from the East. And moving to the U20 men's class, number 43, Cameron Somerton. On the way. Repeat that distance, please. And the distance for Cameron, 43 meters for number 43. Our next skier on the bar, number 44, from the Eastern Division, Eli Mansour. Well, everybody wanted it. Eli wanted to give everybody a little thump in the chest there as he was going down. And the distance, 43 meters for Eli. Our next skier from the Central Division, number 45, Liam Nichols. He's on the way. Oh, and a nice looking jump from Liam. And the distance for Liam, 62.5 meters, 62.5. Our next skier coming from Cloquet, Minnesota in the Central Division, number 46, Carl Thompson. He's on the way. Bring him down, folks. And a pretty strong jump from Carl. And the distance, 54.5 meters for Carl. All right, that will bring us to our next central skier. Number 47, Andrew Lucanis. Andrew's on the bar waiting for his flag from his coach. He's on the way. And the distance, 53.5 meters for Andrew Lucanis. Nice jump, Andy. First one on the hill. That will bring us to our next skier from Alaska, number 48, Skylar Amy. Here's Skylar. Good jump getting down the hill. Repeat. 60.5. And the distance, 60 and a half meters for Skylar Amy. And to round out our first trial round, or our first official training round from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 49, Thomas Miller. He's on the way. Bring him down. All right. And the distance, 61 meters for Thomas Miller. We're going to take a short break here. They're going to do some light adjustments here. Just obviously with the tournament happening at night, we want to make sure that that the skiers have the best visibility of the hill. And the jury and the hill crew are going to get things fixed there, and then we will get started as soon as it is ready to go. Haley Brabeck. On the way. And the distance, 47 meters for Haley Brabeck. All right, sitting on the bar, waiting for the coach's flag from Alaska, number 2, Jamae Wingard. On the way. .34 meters for Jamae. That will move us to our next skier, number 3, from the Rocky Mountain Division, Eva Minato. On the way, here she is. Getting down the hill to that blue line. And the distance, 59 meters for Eva. Well, it looks like our skiers have learned how to move a little quicker. We've gotten number 4 from the Central Division, Sandra Sprock. She's on the way. Oh, and a good looking jump from Sandra. Getting down toward that red line. In the distance, 61.5 meters for Sandra. Our next skier on the bar, or actually coming down the hill right now, number 5, Emma Russell. Let's bring her down. Here she is. All right. From the Rocky Mountain Division. And the distance, 53.5 meters for Emma Russell. And our next skier from the Central Division at a first round jump of 58 meters, number 6 is Stella Hastrick. Here she is. And the distance, 54 meters for Estella, 54 meters. And I think the girls got the rapid fire message on this one from our next skier from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 7, Ella Wilson. Here she is. All right, getting down the hill. This is going to be a tight one. And the distance, 60 meters for Ella Wilson. And our final skier for the women U16 class from the Eastern Division. Keep an eye on this one, folks. 67.5 first jump. Number 8, Kai McKinnon. Bring her down. Oh, and a good looking jump with a nice telemark landing. Judges, I hope you have at least 1.5 of those fingers up. And the distance, 64 meters. 64 meters for Kai McKinnon. That will bring us to our U16 male class. And we're going to, I'm not sure if the jury is going to change the bar on these guys or what's going on. All right, sounds like we're going to move to gate 10. Gate 10 for our U16 male class. Our first skier on the bar, ready to go. From Alaska, number 9, Ruben Vetch. On the way. Oh, and a good looking jump for Ruben. And the distance, 60 meters for Ruben. All right, we have our next skier on the bar, ready to go. Actually coming right now, Isaac Larson from Central. Here he is. And the distance for Isaac, 44.5 meters, 44.5 meters. Our next skier getting on the bar right now, Cadell Cox from the Eastern Division, number 11. Cadell's from Andover Outing Club up in New Hampshire. As I'm out here, I'm going to try working on my Eastern accent. How am I doing, guys? Here's Cadell. And the distance for Cadell, 40 meters, 40 meters. A 2-meter improvement from his first jump. I believe our next skier is on the bar, ready to go from the Eastern Division, number 12, Michael Reynolds. Michael had a first round jump of 49.5 meters. Let's see if he, after having one, he gets a little bit better and a little bit further down the hill. And the distance was 49 meters for Michael Reynolds. Our next skier on the bar, ready to go. Number 13, Benton Smith. On the way. .44 meters for Ben Smith. 44 meters, an improvement of 3 meters. Good job, Ben. Our next skier, number 14 on the bar, ready to go, Ian Carmack from the Intermountain Division. Here he is. The distance, 32 meters. 32 meters for Ian Carmack. And I believe I see number 15 sliding out onto the bar. And from Rocky Mountain Division, Owen Park. On the way. Owen looks like he felt he could have done better. Well, he's consistent. 39.5 meters for Owen. All right, our next skier on the hill right now, number 16, Ryder Olden from Park City. And the distance 53 meters for Ryder. Our next skier on the hill right now from IMD, Roger Klug, number 17. And the distance 48 meters, 48. All right, our next skier on the bar ready to go from the Eastern Division, number 18, Eli Larkin. All right, crowd, let's hear it for that telemark. Every time you see it, let's see big cheers for telemarks. And the distance, 49 meters. Obviously, these kids are getting a little more comfortable on this hill. We're seeing drastic improvements from their first jump. Our next skier from the Central Division, number 19, Isaac Danielson. On the way. And the distance, 45.5 meters for Isaac Danielson. All right, we have number 20 from the Midwest, Connor Swanson. On the way. And the distance, 51.5 meters for Connor. Our next skier coming right now, Nathan Rind. Nathan Rind. From the Rocky Mountain Division. Carl Denny and Garrett Fisk have their skiers ready immediately. And the distance, 52 meters for Nathan Rind. Our next skier on the bar ready to go. First round jump of 56 meters, number 22, Duncan Van Dorn. Bring him down.
You have those extra lights in your house before you go home. I don't need them now. So poly.
On the way. And the distance, 54 meters, 54 meters for Duncan Van Dorn. Our next skier coming from Alaska, number 23, Dylan Amy. Here he is. Oh, and a good looking jump. Zach Hamill's been working hard with these kids. It's definitely showing, it's paying off. And the distance 54 meters for Dylan Amy. And our next skier coming from the Eastern Division, number 24, Henry Lohr. Here he is. And the distance, 46.5 meters for Henry Lohr. All right, we have our next skier from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 25, Ethan Maines. Here he is. Oh, and a good looking jump. Nice telly. Let's hear a cheer for that telly. 49.5 meters, 49.5 meters for Ethan Maines. Improvement of 2.5 meters. Seems to be a going trend with all of these kids, getting another jump on the hill, getting a little more comfortable with it. All right, watch this next one from the Central Division, number 26, Anders Geese. He's got the flag from his coach. He's on the way. Oh, and a good-looking jump for Anders. And the distance, 61 meters for Anders. An improvement of 5.5 meters. Nice jump. He's on our next skier on the hill, ready on the hill, Mitchell Penning, number 27. And a good looking jump with a landing, a telemark landing. Let's hear it for his telemark. From the Eastern Division, Mitchell Penning. And the distance, 58.5 meters, 58.5. That will bring us to number 28 from the Central Division, Gavin Majolsnes. And Gavin is waiting for the flag from his coach. Looks like he's got it. He's on the way. Oh, and a good looking jump. Good job. And the distance, 58 meters for Gavin Majolsnes. Understood. All right, our next skier coming down right now, Austin Johnson. Number 29 from the Rocky Mountain Division. Looked like a really nice jump with a great telemark landing. All right, we have our next skier on the bar ready to go. Didn't get a distance on the previous skier, number 29. All right, on the way down from Alaska, number 30, Elias Oswald. Let's hear it. Oh, and a great looking jump. And the distance on that jump, 62 meters.
Can you give me a distance on the previous jumper, number 29?
And the distance for the previous jumper, number 29, Austin Johnson, was 59 meters. And number 32 will be our next skier from Alaska, number 32, with a first round jump of 66 meters. So keep your eyes on this one, folks. Ronan Woods. Here he is. Oh, and a great looking jump with a nice fat telemark in there. Nice looking jump. And the distance, 65.5 meters with a great landing in there. Nice jump. Our next skier from the from Intermountain Division, Park City, Utah, number 33, Rookie. On the way. Oh, and a good looking flight from Root. And the distance, 63.5 meters for Root. That was a 5-meter improvement over his first jump. Great job. Our next skier, number 34. Keep an eye on this one, folks, with a first round jump of 65 meters from the Rocky Mountain Division, Sawyer Graves. Here he is. I'm sorry, that was Jack Kroll from the Eastern Division. That was Jack Kroll at 59.5 meters. So just a quick update. It sounds like after this round, we're going to start the official competition at 7 o'clock. We are not going to have a trial jump. So that means we are going to go directly into competition after this training round, starting at 7 o'clock. Our next skier from the Central Division, number 36, Isaac Nichols. Keep an eye on this one, folks. He went 65 meters on his first one. That was just a feeler. On the way.
What's the number on that?
37. Sorry, that was bib 37, Angelo Goodwin from the East.
Distance for Angelo?
The distance for that was 59.5 meters for Angelo. That was Arthur Tyrone.
Repeat that, please.
And the distance for Arthur, 60 meters. All right, our next skier, number 40, Skylar Clapp. His first round jump was 60 meters. Let's see if we can get it down a little bit further. All right. And the distance, 58.5 meters for Skylar Clapp. Next, we're going to move over to the U20 female class. And I believe they're going to move some bars around, so it's take just a second. I'm sorry, we're going to go back to bib 31 from the Intermountain Division. Tyler Phillips. And here's Tyler on the way. And a good looking jump coming from pretty high. Looked like pretty good takeoff on that one. And the distance 60 meters, 60 and a half meters, 60 and 1/2. All right, next we're going to have bib number 33, Root Repke. Here he comes. That was Root. Nice jump for Root. And the distance 60 and 1/2 meters for Root. All right, this will be bib number 36 from the Central Division, Isaac Nichols. First round jump of 65 meters. Keep an eye on this one. He can go. Skiers, we will be promptly starting our first competition round at 7 o'clock, so please ensure you're on the top of the hill. Oh, look at that ride getting down there. Nice job, Isaac. And the distance 65 meters for Isaac. All right, that will bring us to our final jumper in the U16 male class. Number 39 from the Central Division, Nathan Kratz. All right, Nathan Kratz on the bar, ready to go. Number 39 from Minneapolis Ski Club, Hedy Combs. And a good long jump from Nathan. And the distance 65 meters for Nathan. All right, this will be number 41 from the Intermountain Division, Macy Olden. On the way. 48.5 meters for Macy Olden. And will bring us to our final skier in the U20 women's class from the Minneapolis Ski Club, number 42 in Central Division, Anna Zigman. Anna had a first round jump of 60 meters. See if she can get a little bit past that now. And oh, she did. Nice jump, Anna. And the distance, 63.5 meters for Anna. That will bring us to our final class on this training round, the U20 male class. Number 43 on the bar, ready to go from the Eastern Division, Cameron Somerton. On the way. And the distance, 47 meters for Cameron. Drastic improvement from his first jump, which was 43 meters, so moving in the right direction. Number 44, our next skier. Getting out on the bar from the Eastern Division, Eli Manser. Eli comes from the Ford Sayre Club in Vermont. Here he is. And the distance, 44 meters for Eli. All right, it seems we have a bit of a delay on top right now. I'm not sure what it is, if we're waiting for skiers or because the first one went so fast that... All right, we have our next skier getting ready and sliding out on the bar with a first round jump of 62.5 meters. From the Central Division, number 45, Liam Nichols. On the way. And a good jump from Liam. And the distance, 62 meters for Liam. And we have our next skier also from the Central Division, number 46, Carl Thompson. On the way. And the distance, 55 meters for Carl Thompson. All right, we have our next skier from the Central Division, number 47, Andrew Lucanis. All right, Andy sliding out on the bar. Let's see it. On the way. And the distance, a drastic improvement from the first one, 57.5 meters for Andy Lucanis. Our next skier from Alaska, number 48, Skylar Amy. Skylar had a first round jump of 60.5 meters. Let's see if he can better that with this one. All right, I think Skylar's waiting for his flag from his coach. Oh, he got it, and here he is on the way. And a much better jump than the first one. Nice looking ride. And the distance, 64.5 meters. Much improved from his 60.5 in the first round. And our final skier in this official training from the Rocky Mountain Division, Thomas Miller, with a first round jump of 61 meters. See if he can better that. Athletes, please keep in mind that we have a start time of 7 o'clock sharp for our first competition round. That does not include a trial. There is no trial. It will be first round comp at 7 o'clock.
Can you grab that? Just put it in because it's charging slow. It's cold.
On the way, here's Thomas Miller. Oh, and it looks like a much better jump than his first round. "63 meters for Thomas Miller. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get our hill crew out on the hill right now and rake that up down through the R2 or the lower part of the hill, and we'll be back with you shortly with a start round at 7 o'clock for a first competition round. 2022 Junior National Championships. And this is going to be the individual competition. This is the one that probably has the most clout as a skier. And then what we're also going to be doing, we just want to let you guys know, tomorrow morning we're going to be out at Mohawk with the Nordic combined skiers starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Their races start. The U20 skiers and the females will be going out at 9 o'clock, and then we will have the start for the U16s at 9:35. So come on down and see some great racing down at Mohawk. The course is short, so it'll be really congested and really fun to watch. You'll be able to see everything, so that's what'll be great about it. So come on down, join us. You'll be sure to have a great time. We again want to say thanks to Gary up on top, wrangling the chaos on the top of the jump. We truly appreciate what he's doing up there. Gary Fiertz, so thanks for doing that. It sounds like you've had a long, illustrious career here in Salisbury as the starter, so it's great to have experience up there. So thanks, Gary. All right, we're going to have our first forerunner, McFay. He's up there on top, ready to go. On the way. A good jump for Mac. Way to get down the hill. .64.5 meters for McFay. That will bring us to our second forerunner, Benji Betch. On the way, Benji Betch, second forerunner. And the distance 50.5 meters for Benji. Now we're going to move to what we all came here for. We have our first round of our individual competition for the 2022 Junior National Championships. Number one on the way from Rocky Mountain, Haley Brayback. And the distance 46.5 meters for Haley. Number two, sitting on the bar waiting for a flag from her coach, from Alaska, Jamae Wingard. Keep in mind, folks, this competition here for the Junior Nationals is probably the most prestigious On the way, Jamae on the way. And the distance, 38 meters for Jamae. That will move us to number 3 from the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, Eva Minato. On the way. Oh, getting way down the hill. Yeah, let's see those fist bumps. That's what we like to see coming through the R2. 64.5 meters for Eva Minato. All right. Our next skier coming from Central, the Nordic Ski Club, number 4, Sandra Sprock. Bring her down, folks. Oh, and a good looking jump. And oh, did we have a good landing there too? The judges will tell. Looking good though, Sandra. Keep her going. And the distance, 60 meters for Sandra Sprock. All right, our next skier on the bar, ready to go from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 5, Emma Russell. On the way. Oh, and a great looking jump. And the distance, 65 meters. All right, our next skier is on the bar, ready to go. Boy, these girls really do know how to move fast. From the Central Division, Estella Hastrick. Here she comes. All right, Estella, another jump down there. Looking good, ladies. And the distance, 61 meters for Estella. All right, keep an eye on this one, folks. From the Rocky Mountain Division, number 7, Ella Wilson. On the way. Getting way down the hill. How about that? How about this one, folks? 68.5 meters. Let's hear it for Ella. All right. Our next skier from the Eastern Division. Keep an eye on this one, folks. She's had some long jumps and she knows this hill. Number 8, Kai McKinnon. Here she comes. Bring her down, folks. All right. What a great U16 women's class.
Repeat that, please. Distance, please.
And the distance, 65 meters for Kai McKinnon. All right, next we're going to move to the U16 male class. They are moving the gate. And they're moving to gate 11. So when we start counting these gates, we are starting from the bottom at 1 and then progress up as high as they go. And I believe there's 18 gates. So they are in the middle of gate country up there. All right, we have our first skier coming from Alaska for the U16 male class, number 9, Ruben Vetch. On the way. Oh, a great looking jump from Ruben. A little off balance on that landing, but boy, a great looking flight. And the distance for Ruben, 64.5 meters. That will move us to number 10 from the Central Division, Ishpeming, Michigan, Isaac Larson, on the way. And Isaac has been making rapid improvement this season to a new long jump at the Junior Nationals of 49 meters. 49 meters for Isaac Larson. All right, our next skier sliding out onto the bar. Number 11, from the Eastern Division, Cadell Cox. He's on the way. And the distance, 45.5 meters for Cadell. All right, our next skier sliding out onto the bar. From the Eastern Division, number 12, Michael Reynolds. He's from the Andover Outing Club, Andover, New Hampshire. Here he comes. And the distance, 51.5 meters for Michael Reynolds. All right, moving out onto the bar. From the Eastern Division, number 13, Benton Smith. He's from Lebanon, New Hampshire. There he is. And the distance, 45.5 meters for Benton Smith. Our next skier coming from Park City, Utah in the Intermountain Division, number 14, Ian Carmack. And the distance for Ian, 34 meters. All right, we have our next skier getting out onto the bar. Number 15 from the Rocky Mountain Division, Owen Park. Here he is. And Owen is psyched at that one. He's giving fist bumps going down the vertical landing hill. Way to go, Owen. If you're psyched, we're psyched. And the distance, 46.5 meters for Owen Park. Yeah, that's a huge improvement. 39.5 during our training. Really stepping it up. Great job, Owen. All right, here's Ryder Olden, number 16. And the distance, 57.5 meters for Ryder Olden. All right, we have our next skier out on the bar, ready to go. From the Intermountain Division, number 17, Roger Klug. Here he is. And the distance, 53.5 meters for Roger Klug. Our next skier on the bar, ready to go from the Eastern Division, number 18, Eli Larkin. On the way. Oh, and a great looking landing on that jump. How about that? And the distance for Eli, 50.5 meters. 50.5 meters. Our next skier from the Central Division, number 19, Isaac Danielson. He's on the way. And the distance, 46 meters for Isaac Danielson. Our next skier is already on the bar, waiting from a flag from his coach. From the Central Division, number 20, Connor Swanson. He's on the way. And the distance, 51.5 meters for Connor Swanson. He seemed to be pretty happy about that one. All right. Our next skier waiting for a coach's flag, number 21, Nathan Rinn from the Rocky Mountain Division. Here he is. All right, nice jump there, nice stylish ride. And the distance, 57 meters for Nathan Wren. Great jump tonight. That will move us to our next skier getting out on the bar. Number 22 from the Eastern Division, Duncan Van Dorn. Duncan's coming to us from Lake Placid, New York. Nicknames, Slam Duncan. Here he is. Oh, and look at that pretty telemark he put in. Wow. Nice looking jump, Duncan. And the distance, 55 meters for Duncan Van Dorn. All right, our next skier, probably got the longest trip from here. From Alaska, number 23, Dylan Amy. On the way. And the distance, 54.5 meters for Dylan Amy. Our next skier on the bar, awaiting a flag from his coach from the East Division, number 24, Henry Lohr. Oh, and a nice looking landing there also, gotta say. Great looking telemarks. That's a testament to the quality of the hill crew, putting a nice hill together. And the distance, 52.5 meters, 52.5. Our next skier on the bar waiting to go. Number 25 from the Rocky Mountain Division, Ethan Maines. On the way. And the distance, 56.5 meters for Ethan Maines. Our next skier, waiting to go, from the Central Division, the Nordic Ski Club, number 26, Anders Gies. Here he is, getting way down the hill. All right. And the distance for Anders, 60 meters. 60 meters for Anders Gies. All right, our next skier is on the bar, waiting to go, from the Eastern Division, number 27, Mitchell Penning, on the way. Oh, and a great looking jump and a great looking landing. And the distance, 59.5 meters for Mitchell Penning. All right, our next skier, coming from the Central Division, number 28, Gavin Majolsnes. On the way. Sounds like hooting and hollering from his coaches up there. Sounds like Gavin had a pretty good jump there. 58 meters for Gavin Majolsnes. All right, our next skier coming from the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, number 29, Austin Johnson. Here he comes. Oh, what a great looking flight. Wow, into a great landing. What a stylish ride. 61.5 meters, 61.5 for Austin Johnson. Coming from Alaska, number 30, Elias Oswald. Here he comes. Getting way down the hill. Yeah!
Repeat the distance, please.
How about this one, folks? 68 meters for Elias Oswald. 68 meters. All right, our next skier, coming from the Intermountain Division, Park City, Utah, number 31, Tyler Phillips. Here he comes. And the distance, 63 meters for Tyler Phillips. All right, our next skier coming from Alaska, had long training jumps, number 32, Roden Woods. Watch him, folks, here he is. Getting way down the hill, whoa! Yeah! Multiple fist bumps. That was an awesome jump. Listen to this, folks. Longest jump tonight, 70 meters. Wow. What a jump. That will bring us to our next skier from Intermountain Division, number 33, Root Rutke. Here he is. Boy, I don't know what that guy up in Alaska's doing, that Zach Hamill, but he's sure showing how these kids how to jump, or helping these kids to learn to jump. And the distance, 63 meters for Root Repke. All right, our next skier from Rocky Mountain, here he is, Sawyer Graves. And the distance for Sawyer, 65.5 meters. 65.5, a good looking jump for Sawyer. All right, our next skier coming from the Eastern Division, number 35, Jack Kroll. Here he is. And a good solid long jump for Jack. 59.5 meters for Jack Kroll. All right, Isaac Nichols is our next skier from the Central Division, number 36. Bring him down. Here he is. Oh, and a good-looking flight way down the hill. And the distance, boy, listen to this one, folks, 70 meters. All right, that'll bring us to number 37 from the Eastern Division, Angelo Goodwin. Here he is. Oh, what a good-looking jump right down there by that K point. Oh, it's 63 meters for Ange Goodwin. All right, our next skier from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 38, Arthur Tyrone. Here he is. Oh, and a very stylish landing. And the distance, 59.5 meters, 59.5 for Arthur Tyrone. Our next skier from the Central Division, number 39, Minneapolis Ski Club, Nathan Krotz. He's on the way. Oh, and a good-looking jump from Nathan Krotz. And the distance, 67.5 meters for Nathan Krotz. All right, our next skier, number 40 from the Eastern Division, Skylar Clapp. He's on the way. Oh, he's high. Oh, right down by that K point. We'll see where the markers put him at. 64.5 meters for Skylar Clapp. That will round out our U16 male class. Wow, there has been some great jumping tonight. Next, we're going to move into our U20 female class. We have two competitors. And they are going to move bars here in just 1 second before they jump on. All right, our first skier in the U20 female class, number 41 from the Intermountain Division, Park City, Utah, Macy Olden. She's on the way. And a good-looking jump from Macy. And the distance, 51.5 meters for Macy Olden. That will bring us to the final competitor in the U20 female class. From the Central Division, number 42, Anna Ziegman. On the way. And a great looking jump from Anna. And the distance, 65.5 meters for Anna Ziegman. Well, that will move us to our U20 male class. And our first competitor from the Eastern Division, number 43, Cameron Somerton. He's on the way. And the distance, 46 meters for Cameron Somerton. Our next skier patiently waiting on the bar from the Eastern Division, number 43, Eli Manser. On the way. Heard some hooting and hollering up there from the coaches. That must have been a good one for Eli. And the distance, 48 meters for Eli Manser. Eli Manser. All right, it sounds like our skier that's up there getting ready to go is having a little bit of a binding issue, so we're going to give him just a quick second here. All right, sliding out into the bar from the Central Division in the Nordic Ski Club, number 45, Liam Nichols. On the way. And the distance, 59.5 meters. 59.5 meters for Liam Nichols. All right, our next skier sliding out of the bar from the Central Division, number 46, Carl Thompson. Here's Carl. Oh, and a good looking jump from Carl. And the distance, 58.5 meters for Carl Thompson. All right, our next skier from the Central Division, also the Nordic Ski Club, number 47, Andrew Lucanis. Here's Andy. And the distance, 60.5 meters for Andy Lucanis. All right, skiers, we are not going to really take a break between rounds, so please head right back up. If you're at the beginning of the round, you should be up there already. Our next skier from Alaska, number 48, Skylar Amy. Skylar's on the way. Oh, and a good looking jump, way to get down there. All right, listen to this one, 68.5 meters for Skylar Amy. All right, that will bring us to our final competitor of the first round of the individual competition at the 2022 Junior National Championships. From the Rocky Mountain Division, Thomas Miller. Here he comes. Trying to get way down the hill. And the distance, 64.5 meters. Wow. All right, everyone, we have no reverse order for second round. It'll be the same order as the first round. So skiers, please make your way up. We're gonna have a slight hold to make sure that we get enough skiers up there so we don't have to have a gap in the competition. So skiers, please make your way to the top for the second round. But hey, crowd and everybody here, let's hear it for the skiing in that first round. That was some awesome jumping. Come on, crowd, I can't hear you. Oh, that was a little bit better. That was a little bit better. But I gotta say, that's some great jumps past K, and getting close to HS, actually at HS, so that's a pretty great night of jumping. And we are not done yet, folks. We still have one round to come, and it's going to be one heck of a good second round, because we have got a tight field coming up here after the first round. All right, as these skiers make their way to the top, we will be starting shortly, but we definitely want to say thank you and for all the time and energy that Serena Hallmeyer-Taylor has put into this event, along with Holly Reed, their co-chairs and co-owners of this event. They're doing a great job making sure everybody coming here to Salisbury is welcome, getting what they need. We truly appreciate all their work. And we want to say thanks to our technical delegate coming all the way from Park City, Utah, Keith Hansen, our assistant technical delegate from New Jersey, Art Tokel. You guys may know that guy, anybody from around this area. And our chief of competition coming from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Paul Jastro. And our judges, the first window up there, Jay Rand coming from Lake Placid, Dan Seidow coming from Duluth, Minnesota, Scott McGuire coming from Iron Mountain or the Lower Mitten, Michigan, and Martina Lucy coming from Lake Placid, and Morgan Nichols coming from Nordic Ski Club in the Central Division. So I can hear some chatter here from the jury, which consists of the TD, the TDA, and the chief of competition about where they're going to put the starts, and then also making sure that they're communicating with the starter, who's doing a heck of a great job up there, and that's Kerry Fiertz. He's been doing this a while, so it's great to have experience up there on the top of the hill. And in mentioning key players here in the Salisbury Winter Sports Association, can't say enough about that guy, Kenny Barker. Kenny Barker, what a great guy. You owe me niceness after this, Kenny. I've been nothing but nice to you now. We also want to thank. We also want to say thanks to our coaches that brought the teams down. Obviously, you've seen all the skiers, but the Alaska head coach, Zach Hamill, the Eastern head coaches, Colin Delaney and Larry Stone, both coming out of Lake Placid, but I know you know that Larry Stone guy. This is his home club. And then coming from Central, we've got 3 different coaches. We've got Scott Smith. And sorry, I'm just listening to some of the things that are going on. We're going to be starting shortly. But continuing from Intermountain, Adam Loomis coming as coach there. And then Rocky Mountain Division, Garrett Fisk and Carl Denny. We appreciate all you coaches and taking care of all the athletes and bringing them here and showing them the ways that to be ski jumpers and Nordic combined skiers. I think we're about ready to start round 2 of our individual competition for the 2022 Junior National Championships here in Salisbury, Connecticut, hosted by the Salisbury Winter Sports Association. All right, our first 4 jumper for this round will be Mac Fay. Keep an eye on this. He's had some pretty good jumps so far. And the distance 52 meters for Mac Fay. All right, we have our next 4 jumper just sliding out on the bar, Benji Vetch. Here he is. And the distance, 49 meters for Benji Vetch. All right, that will bring us to our first competitor of the second round on the bar, ready to go from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 1, Haley Braybeck. She had a first round jump of 46.5 meters. Bring her down, here she is. All right. Oh, and look at the improvement there, 53.5 meters. That was a great improvement of 7 meters over that jump. All right, I gotta say, folks, this is gonna be pretty tight with the women here, so keep your eyes on this one. There was a lot of long jumps and a lot of jumps around 60, 65, right in there, so keep an eye. We have our next skier on the bar ready to go. Number 2 from Alaska, Jamae Wingard. And here she comes. And the distance, 39 meters for Jamae Wingard, an improvement of 1 meter. All right, these girls mean business. They're just getting right out there as quick as they can go. From the Rocky Mountain Division, number 3, with a first round jump of 64.5 meters, Eva Minato. On the way. Oh, how about that, folks? $65.5 meters for Eva Minato. Setting the second round bar right now for the rest of the class. Our next skier coming from the Central Division in the Nordic Ski Club, number 4 for the first round jump of 60 meters, Sandra Sprock. Here she is. $59.5 meters for Sandra Sprock. Our next skier from the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, with a first round jump of 65 meters. Bring her down, number 5, Emma Russell. Here she is. Oh, another solid jump from Emma. You don't know if she had quite what she did in the first one, but it was a good jump. And the distance, 61.5 meters. All right, our next skier coming down right now from Central, number 6, Estella Hastrick. Here she is. Another good jump for the girls. She got some fist bumps going. That's what we like to see. How about this, folks? A first round jump of 61, but she betters it to 64.5 meters. All right, folks, she had a first round jump of 68.5. Number 7, coming now from RMD, Ella Wilson. She looks pretty excited about a solid jump there. And the distance, 65 meters for Ella Wilson. Oh boy, it's going to be close here, folks, with pressure's on now for number 8, our next skier from the Eastern Division with a first round jump of 65 meters. Number 8, Kai McKinnon. Here she is. All right. $64.5 meters, Sir Kai McKinnon. Well done, U16 females. That was an incredible competition. Well done. It'll be close. It'll be hard to say who our winner's going to be, but I think, looking at distance, we're looking at Ella Wilson. But style says one other thing. Says other things sometimes. Keep in mind, we do have 5 judges up in that booth that are awarding up to 20 points per judge. And they throw the low, they throw the high, and then they keep the middle 3. And those are the distance, or those are the style points that they're giving to the skiers. So depending on the style, even though Ella Wilson has the longest collective distance for the round, depends on style. She was looking pretty good too, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. All right, we're gonna move to our U16 male class. I believe we've got the bar moved. We're going to move to our first, we got our first competitor sliding out of the bar. First round jump of 64.5 meters from Alaska, number 9, Ruben Vetch. On the way. All right. And the distance 60 meters for Ruben Vetch. All right, our next skier's out in the bar, ready to go. From the Central Division, and Ishpeming Ski Club, number 10, Isaac Larson. On the way. And the distance, improvement everywhere. Isaac Larson to 51 meters. 49 to 51, that's what we love to see here. All right, our next skier coming from the east, number 11, with a first round jump of 45.5 meters, Cadell Cox. Here's Cadell. And the distance, 46 meters for Cadell Cox. Our next skier sliding out into the bar from the Andover Outing Club out of New Hampshire. With a first round jump of 51.5 meters, number 12, Michael Reynolds. He's on the way. Oh, what a great looking landing. And he's psyched. Look at those fist bumps. He's pumped. We love to see that from these kids. 53.5 meters, 2 meter improvement for Michael Reynolds. Way to go, Michael. Our next skier sitting on the bar patiently waiting a coach's flag. From the Eastern Division, number 13, first round jump of 45.5, Benton Smith. He's on the way. And the distance, 44 meters for Benton Smith. And our next skier from the Intermountain Division, coached by Adam Loomis, number 14, Ian Carmack. All right, another improvement to 36 meters for Ian Carmack. Our next skier coming from the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, number 15, with a first round jump of 46.5 meters, Owen Park. Here he comes. And the distance, 45.5 meters for Owen Park. All right, these guys are moving quick. We have our next skier patiently waiting from the Intermountain Division with a first round jump of 57.5 meters, number 16, Ryder Olden. On the way. And the distance, 57 meters for Ryder Olden. All right, our next skier coming from the Intermountain Division, number 17, with a first round jump of 53.5 meters, Rutger Klug. And the distance, 53.5 meters, 53.5. All right, our next skier, coming from the Eastern Division, number 18, Eli Larkin, and here he comes. Bring him down, folks. All right, nice tally. And he had a 2.5 meter improvement to 53 meters. Way to go, Eli. Eli Larkin. Our next skier coming to you from Coleraine, Minnesota, and the Central Division. First round jump of 46 meters, number 19, Isaac Danielson. And he's got the flag from his coach. On the way. And the distance, 49.5 meters for Isaac Danielson. An improvement of 3.5 meters. Good job, Isaac. Our next skier, also from the Central Division, the first round jump of 51.5 meters. Number 20, Connor Swanson. Here he comes. And another improved jump of 52.5 meters for Connor Swanson. Our next skier coming from the Rocky Mountain Division with a first round jump of 57 meters, number 21, Nathan Rind, who's getting down the hill. All right. All right, for Nathan having a 4 meter improvement to 61 meters. All right, we have our next skier sliding out onto the bar with a first round jump of 55 meters. From the Eastern Division, number 22, Duncan Van Dorn. On the way. All right, another improvement to 56.5 meters for Duncan Van Dorn. Our next skier coming from Alaska, number 23, Dylan Amy. On the way. And the distance, 55.5 meters for Dylan Amy.
24, Henry Lower, 24.
All right, our next skier is out on the bar, ready to go from the Eastern Division. Number 24, Henry Loher. Here he is. And another improvement to 54 meters for Henry Lohr. All right, that will bring us to our next skier, number 25 from the Rocky Mountain Division, Ethan Mines. And the distance, 57 meters for Ethan. All right, our next skier coming from the Central Division with a first round jump of 60 meters. From Nordic, number 26, Anders Gies. On the way. Yeah! He's pumped. We're hearing hoot and hollering from his coaches. It must have been a good one. He had a first round jump of 60 meters. Let's put down number 64 for Anders Gies. All right, that'll bring up our next skier from the Eastern Division, number 27, with a first round jump of 59.5, Mitchell Penning. On the way. And another improved jump of 60 meters for Mitchell Penning. All right, our next skier is also coming from the Central Division, Coleraine, Minnesota, number 28, with a first round jump of 58 meters, Gavin Majolstis. On the way. And the distance for Gavin, 59.5 meters. Improvement again, boy. Everybody seems to be just kind of stepping right up on this second jump. Nice job, skiers. All right, we're going to move to Austin Johnson, number 29, from the Rocky Mountain Division. He had a first round jump of 61.5 meters. Looks like he's sliding out there and be ready to go in just a couple seconds here. The coach is giving him his flag. He'll be ready to roll. Here's Austin Johnson. Oh, and a good-looking jump from Austin. He's pumped. We love to see the double fist bumps. And the distance, 62.5 meters for Austin Johnson. Another improved jump. All right, folks, keep an eye on this one. First round jump of 68 meters. Number 30 from Alaska, Elias Oswald. Here he comes. Bring him down. Let's see how far we can get him down that hill. Looking like a pretty good jump. All right. All right, 2 hands in the air. I think he likes this hill. And the distance, 66 meters for Elias Oswald. Nice jumping tonight, Elias. All right, we have our next skier from the Intermountain Division with a first round jump of 63 meters. Number 31, Tyler Phillips. He's got a flag from his coach, Adam Loomis. He's on the way. And the distance, 59.5 meters for Tyler Phillips. Keep an eye on this one, folks. He had a first round jump of 70 meters from Alaska, number 32, Ronan Woods. He's on the way. Oh, no. He's giving waves with his hands. Give a wave if you're all good, Ronan. He's all good, he's up. Let's hear it for him. And had a nice long jump going. Do this on another channel. Distance, please. And the distance for Ronan Woods, 60 meters. Well, we got a number of competitions left this week, so. All right, our next skier coming from the Intermountain Division. Number 33 with a first round jump of 63 meters, Root Rupke. On the way. And the distance, 60.5 meters for Root Ripke. All right, our next skier is on the bar with a first round jump of 65.5 meters. Watch him from number 34 from Rocky Mountain Division, Sawyer Graves on the way. Looks like a good one. All right. And the distance, 64.5 meters for Sawyer Graves, 64.5. Strong competition put together by Sawyer tonight. All right, our next skier coming from the Eastern Division, number 35, with a first round jump of 59.5 meters, Jack Kroll, and here he is. All right, there's improvement again. 61 meters for Jack Kroll. All right, our next skier on the bar ready to go from the Central Division, number 36, with a first round jump of 70 meters, Isaac Nichols. On the way. Oh, he's in a good flight. Look at him go. Listen to this, folks. First round jump of 70 meters. This jump, 69.5 meters. Let's hear it for Isaac Nichols. That will bring us to our next skier from the Eastern Division, number 37. First round jump of 63 meters, Angelo Goodwin. He's been flagged, and he's on his way. Oh, and a good-looking jump for Angelo. And the distance, 61.5 meters for Angelo Goodwin. Our next skier coming from the Rocky Mountain Division with the first round jump of 59.5 meters, number 38, Arthur Tyrone. Here he is. Oh, and a solid looking jump, very stylish. And the distance, 60.5 meters, 60.5 meters for Arthur Tyrone. Keep an eye on this one, folks. Our next skier, number 39 from the Central Division, with a first round jump of 67.5 meters, Nathan Crotts. Here he is. Oh, looks like he pushed that one, folks. And the distance, 67.5 meters. Consistency at the bottom of the hill. Nothing wrong with that, Nathan. Great jumping tonight. Our next skier and final skier in the U16 male class from Eastern Division with the first round jump of 64.5 meters, number 40, Skylar Clapp. Here he is. Oh, a very stylish jump, but I'm not sure if it has the distance. 65.5. Oh, I am wrong. 65.5 meters for Skylar Clapp. Great jump, Skylar. All right, that was the U16 male class, obviously the largest class we have here at the Junior Nationals. We're going to move to our U20 female class. We're going to move to the U20 females. We have our first skier from the Intermountain Division coming right now, Macy Olden.
Repeat that distance, please. One more time with the distance, please.
And the distance, 53.5 meters for Macy Olden. All right, and here's Anna Sigmund. And the distance, 65 meters for Anna Sigmund. All right, we're going to move to the next class. They're going to move a gate, a little bit of speed difference here. But we're going to move to our U20 male class. Be just 1 second here. And again, we wanted to thank you, everyone here, for coming out to Salisbury. Winter Sports Association, we definitely in support of that, and the Junior Nationals here. You guys are helping tremendously and putting on a great show with the skiers and all of the people that have been involved to assist and help out. We truly appreciate it. All right, our first skier in the U20 male class from the Eastern Division, number 43, Cameron Summerston. On the way. And the distance, 48 meters for Cameron. Our next skier from the Fort Sayers Ski Club, in the Eastern Division, number 44, the 48-meter first round jump. Here he is, Eli Manser. And the distance, 47 meters for Eli. Getting out on the bar from the Central Division, number 45 with a first round jump of 59.5 meters, Liam Nichols. Here he is. And the distance, 60 meters for Liam Nichols. The next skier inching out on the bar with a first round jump of 58.5 meters, number 46 from the Central Division, Carl Thompson. Here he is. I think Carl thought for a minute there he could keep flying. And the distance, a drastic improvement, 61 meters for Carl. Our next skier from the Central Division had a 60.5 meter first round jump. Number 47, Andy Lucalis. On the way. All right. And the distance, 58 meters for Andy Lucanis. All right, our next skier, keep an eye on this one, folks, had a first round jump of 68.5 meters from Alaska, number 48, Skylar Amy. Here he is. Oh, and a good looking jump and a beautiful telemark. Wow. If I were a judge, I'd be scoring him very high on that mark. And the distance, 66.5 meters. All right, our next skier on the bar, our final skier of the evening from the Rocky Mountain Division, number 48, with a first round jump of 64.5 meters, Thomas Miller. Bring him down, folks. Here he is. All right, a nice looking jump from Thomas Miller. And the distance, 62.5 meters. All right, that will conclude tonight's jumping, but please stick around. We do have a flower ceremony for our champions for the various classes, so stick around. That should be very shortly. We appreciate everybody's work getting this hill in shape, making sure that we could have a competition tonight, and also too to all the great skiing that we had on this hill tonight. Some good long jumps of 70 meters. Really set the bar high for some quality ski jumping for the rest of the week. So great job, competitors, and we'll be back out shortly to be able to go through the flower ceremony. So we will be awarding all of our prizes right in just a few minutes.